Hello folks and welcome. So I have a video for you on a dock for Linux Mint 22.3 Cinnamon. And this is called Plank. And I'm going to be doing some weird stuff like resizing on the fly. I just made that smaller. I'll go the opposite direction and make that larger. You can also place different kind of icons on the plank. You can also move them around. You can also delete them by pulling them out and they go poof. I'm going to show this in a complete procedure, how to do that special trick that I just showed you, and also the conventional way. But more importantly, I do recommend that you watch the video in its entirety and also pay attention to some of the cautions that I'm going to talk about. 22.3 Cinnamon. I'm in standard Cinnamon mode, not Wayland. I did not get it to work that well in Wayland. Okay? So I am filming in 1080. If you don't have enough time in one sitting, I highly suggest subscription. Look for that picture of that person there in the corner if you're using YouTube. Now, let's talk about the procedure of installing first. My original Mint menu is still active. It's at the top, just being hidden. And I don't recommend that you actually remove the panel. In case you remove the panel by accident, I have a video for you to watch. But leave the panel either on the top or left and right. Or you can also put the plank on the top and then leave your panel on the bottom. There are many ways of doing this. Let's first start with the ball of wax of installing. So type in the word plank as in like walk the plank and find that boat anchor. Okay, yours will not be installed. There are very limited instructions. But you can find instructions online. But I'm going to give you most of the details that you need, and also, again, some of my special tricks, especially resizing the icons on the fly. All right, after you install Plank, it does not auto start when you log in. So let's head on over to your system settings and put that in place. Again, install Plank first. Open up your startup application. This will not be here. And if it is, I'll be surprised. But more importantly, walk over and hit the plus key. Then choose the application. Again, you must have Plank installed first. And type in Plank. If it finds it, it's installed. If it doesn't, it probably did not get installed. Some people like to skip over information. Also, Plank is not new. It's been around for a while. And a lot of people also like to put delays on these things. That's done by highlighting that. And then you can put up your startup delay in here. Some people, I've heard like 3 seconds to 5 seconds, whatever. I'm just going to put in 4. As long as this is slid on, which is normally done by default after you do choose application, this will auto start Plank. However, what happens is after you auto start Plank, this is what your panel will look like. I'm going to move it in its original position and turn off auto hide. Always show as default. Your panel will not have a logo in most cases unless you put it there, but the icons could also be smaller and have different arrangements sometimes. These are called applets. But as you can see, it is behind there. Now I have a choice. I can move the plank to the top or left and right. Or I can move the panel to the top or left and right. I chose to move my panel. And be careful if you use remove. And if you hit yes, your original Mint menu panel is gone. And a lot of people have tried to use time shift to restore it, but it generally does not work. But I do have a video on how you can use a terminal command to find the setting to return your panel to default conditions. But whatever you do, my suggestion is to keep the panel. But I'm going to move mine to the top. And then I'm going to auto hide it. This is just my practice. You may have a different view on that. So it looks like that. And this is a docklet. So let's first talk about this toy here. How do we configure it to bigger or smaller icons? You've already seen my little trick of holding down the control key while scrolling. Again, the icon has to be in a bubble format or at least pointed at it. And it doesn't matter which one I'm doing this with. I'm making them small. But generally what people do is they right click on this bar by holding down the control key and go into preferences, and there's the icon size. But I'm going to do this on the fly and you can see it growing. You can see that automatically just moving. So what's the maximum size? 128. And what's the bottom end? Manually dragging that, 24. So the theme is default. You have also, let me make that larger though, so you can see what's happening. You can also choose like matte, and I believe transparency may be available on some of your graphics cards. But default, you probably can't go wrong with. Now, your icons could be represented differently depending on what you did in your settings. So whenever I right-click my original bar and talk about that, I'm talking about themes. You know, there's hundreds of different combinations in here. All right, let's move along. We're just dealing with this plank or dock. So position on the bottom. Since my original panel bar is on the top, maybe I can choose also left or right. So generally I don't want both of the panel and this plank to be on the same bar. You know, this is fine if you want to offset that, or even on the bottom. But I wanted to let you see it's pretty versatile. Okay, so I'm going to leave it on the bottom, which is default. I only have the primary display, which I don't need an extra monitor because mine is 43 inches. And I can do all kinds of window manipulation on this. But the alignment part, I want you to watch the plank when I do this. It moved all the icons to the left, and this will go the opposite when I do end. And then if I do fill, it extends that gray bar all the way across. If you look at that bar closely enough, you'll see one icon with a camera on it. It has a blue light special underneath it. That is my simple screen recorder, and that's going to remain there. But as I open up different applications, they will light up. So if I open this one, you can see another blue light special. This is VLC, which is generally not a default icon. All of these are custom icons. When you first open yours, there'll be a couple of them there, but not the same as mine. They also could look different because you chose a different theme in the cinnamon settings. Let me move on. So you can see that as I'm sliding my mouse back and forth, you know, and again, if you're using a touchpad, you may have to use 2 fingers. It's the same thing with the resizing. Hold down the control key and 2 fingers, slide them up and down, may work for you. But I generally don't use touchpads. But anyways, if you want them to have this effect, this needs to be turned on. With this is off, it does not do anything like that. It highlights, in my case with the blue bubble, what these icons are. But that's the icon zoom. If you want it less pronounced, then move it the drag bar about right there. Then they'll have a slight effect on them. This is a more pronounced effect, and this is maximum. Let's go to behavior, not yours. The plank's behavior. So IntelliHide is on by default. So is show unpinned, but the rest of the stuff is off. So let me demo the IntelliHide. So basically all that means is if you have a web browser, and I have mine currently set in a window environment, as soon as it gets close to those icons, they kind of bump out of the way. Then they return. If I go full screen, they go to the bottom and I can use my mouse to have them come back. Hopefully that made sense to you. All right, so hold down the control key, right click, preferences. All right, I also left that in fill mode, so I'm going to put it back to center. So it chops off the bar on the sides. Let's go back to behavior. If you need to lock the icons, see, I can take this, click, drag, and pull it up, and then drop it there. If I click, drag, and drop it above the plank, it'll disappear, and I'll have to re-put the icon back. But if I hold on to it by clicking and dragging, then I can drop it in between here. Does that make sense? However, when I do that, and the action is immediate. I don't get to do that. So if I accidentally drag the icon up in the air, you can see I'm having a difficult time with that. So that's locked icons. Now I can drag it and drop it. That'll erase it also. Okay, so I turned it off now because I had triggered it twice. All right, let me hold down the control key, right click, preferences, behavior. So again, if you're moving icons, wanted to get rid of them, you probably want that off. That's default, by the way. All right, restrict workspace, I'm not going to bother with that one. Docklets. So let me talk about a couple things. So your original panel bar has applets. These are applets. When you right click on your desktop, there's also desklets. That calendar is a desklet. In Plank, docklets are these toys here. You want the trash can, throw it in there. You don't want it, pick it up, poof, providing that's turned off. All right, this is an analog clock to start with, but you can convert that to digital. I'll show that in a second. If you're running a laptop battery, that will probably populate, but mine does not because I'm using a tower computer. So I'll get rid of that one. And let's do one more. This one right here, I'm going to hit, all I did was click and drag it a little bit, and I want to put it back. Or do you want it on that side? It doesn't matter. I'm going to turn the settings box off, and then I'm going to point to that clock. If you click on it, it doesn't do anything. All right, so it does say Monday, June 15th, and that's today's date. I can also right-click and turn on the digital part of it. It's 2:39 p.m. If I want that in the 24-hour, that would be 14:39. And right-click, show date. If I don't want it at all, click, drag, poof, drop. So what happens when I click on this application icon? Absolutely nothing. You have to right-click on it. Right-click on it. Then you can get different submenus. Smaller icons, yes, but these will also activate. LibreOffice Writer. Okay. Close. So if I wanted LibreOffice Writer, I just clicked and dragged and dropped it. So if I wanted LibreOffice Writer out of this menu, let me go find Office. If I right-click, add to panel, that would be the original Mint panel. Add to desktop, self-explanatory. Add to favorites, of course, is this menu here. And then have properties, uninstall, new document. Now, how would I add it to the Plank? You need to open it first. Then when the icon appears on your Plank, then right-click, keep in dock. Then you can close, and you will have that available for later, at any time. Does it need to be in this corner? No. Click and drag, providing you don't have locked icons. Okay. As you grow in size, remember you can also shrink these. And what am I doing again? I'm holding down the control key while using my computer mouse scroll wheel to make them smaller by scrolling backwards. You can try with a touchpad if you have to use a touchpad. Hold down the control key, and I think it's 2 fingers, and slide them up and down. It may be kind of freaky, but you need to be pointing at the icon when you're doing this. If you're above the icon and holding down the control key while scrolling, it does nothing. Okay? You can see what I'm doing here. And if you want to actually see it on the screen, control, right click, preferences, keep your eye on the icon size while I'm doing this. You can see it's magically moving that line. And again, the bottom end is, I think it's 24. I'm almost there. Or 25, I don't know. Maybe it's, yeah, 24. It's not a perfect tool when you're doing the scroll wheel and the holding down the control key, but it does a fairly good job. You can see it. I'm at maximum now. Closing. All right, let's do some arrangement of the furniture. So right-click, move the panel to its original location. And I'm going to right-click, panel and turn off auto hide, and this is default. And this is where it gets a little dicey of looking at this thing. So if you didn't move your panel and you have auto start going with Plank, this is more likely how it's going to show up. The icons may be a little bit smaller and different. So what are my choices now? If I wanted to keep the Mint menu panel exactly where I had it, then we can move the Plank menu. In my case, I just right-clicked over here, Preferences, and I'm going to move it from the bottom to the top. Or I can go from the top to the right or the left. How does that interface with the rest of the stuff? Fairly well, actually. So the web browser part, again, if it's in a windowed environment like it is right now, when I get near those icons, the Plank, it bumps it out of the way. But if I go, you'll notice that I'm going behind the panel with that box. If I go full screen, my Mint menu is still here because this setting is always show. This one is not. So right click, Preferences, the default is IntelliHide. These are the other options. So when you're working with this kind of stuff, we can work in a windowed environment also. Let's add some more icons to this. So I'm going to go to my Mint menu. I'm going to open up the calculator. You can see it at the bottom. Right click, Keep in Dock. Turn it off for a second. And what I can do is also shrink these. Okay, it'll take a second, but I'm making these smaller now. What am I doing again? Holding down the Control key while scrolling. So they're small. Holding down the Control key, moving my mouse inside of this window, scroll back and forth. I bet you've seen this trick before. If not, maybe this is the first time you've seen one of my videos. So I'm resizing the inside of this web page in the same manner, 300% on this case. I'm moving it back over to here while still holding that Control key and scrolling back and forth to resize these icons. You can see how versatile your Control key is and your scroll wheel. I've shown this in the File Manager plenty of times. You can see that magically moving back and forth, holding down the Control key while scrolling. Works the same in the web page. Works the same way with these icons. Providing, again, you have to be pointing at the icons. Okay, I haven't tried it without the bubble, so let me do that. Let's turn them off. It works the same way. Okay. Whether you place the Plank here, there, top or bottom, all up to you. Just remember, when you're trying to deal with multiple icons, remember you can place different icons here and here. It could work to your advantage. So one thing to remember as a recap, you need something in your startup folder. Okay, hit the plus key, custom app, make sure Plank is installed first, click it, and if you want a delay, highlight it, hit the pencil, and put whatever startup delay you want, or 0. And then your automatic, when you run this thing manually, it will auto start here at the bottom. Then you can move it from there. And you can also move the original panel. Thank you for watching.